Hey, it's Derek from the Sideshow guys. We're back again, and as you can see, we got another Polaris in the shop here. So we'll see what it's here for. See if you guys recognize whose machine it is. Looks like he does have some new parts on this. It's nice and clean. I'm sure by now you know whose it is. It's even got some more nice parts on the back here. If you spot them, you spot them. If you don't, you don't. And this is the man that owns it here. We got Thomas here in the garage tonight. He brought his Polaris over for some repairs or some upgrades. We'll see which it is here in a minute. Thomas is repping right into it. I think he's been excited. This has been a while coming. We were waiting for it to get shipped. We'll see what he's got in here.
Stickers?
He's got some stickers there. I think he's going on a ride on Saturday, and it's Thursday night. I think it's about 8 o'clock at night, so we're doing a last minute install on this. Apparently he's being careful with it.
Template? Exhaust trim?
Not sure what that is. We got a black bracket there. What do we got here?
GGB exhaust.
Oh boy. Somebody's going to make some noise now. So these are all the stuff that was in the first box. Stainless steel. I don't know if this is a template. This looks like the bracket that goes around the exhaust where it comes out. Get a new clamp. Spark arrestor install. Got some rivets here. Must be to install this here. I see some little holes in it. Of course, always some stickers here. 5 horsepower per sticker, so I'm sure they'll be going on the machine. Here's box number 2. We'll get Thomas open it up. See what's in it. We're hoping it's the exhaust tips, but he's thinking it might be a free hat or something in here. I think he just cut right through the instructions. Not sure. We haven't found instructions yet. I asked him if there was instructions and he said yes. So he also told me this is a 20-minute install, this exhaust. I told him it'd probably take us 2 hours. Oh, now that's nice looking. All stainless. Chrome tips. So where's this coming out of the back of the machine?
Right here. Right here.
So you're gonna run no license plate?
Nah, who needs a license plate?
Apparently where he's got a license plate, I think the exhaust is coming out somewhere close to that, so he's gonna remove the license plate here and get it out of the way. Got some precision hands there. I'll give him a hand and we'll record some more when he gets the plate off and see what the next step is. So you got his license plate holder there. Apparently it's got a light in it, so it's wired up. So we're gonna have to deal with that at some point here. We're gonna move on to removing this whole plastic piece here. He's got a Torx T40, 2 bolts down at the bottom there. He's got the one out already. We will get him, record him to pulling out the other one. Thomas is removing another bolt. He removed this one this side. There's one on each side there. I guess this plastic goes all the way up right in or under your tail lights here. So he says if we undo those 2, we should be able to just take this bottom plastic piece and pull it out to get the exhaust out. As the issue is we got these pins going through the rubber in the frame here. We have to pull the exhaust back far enough to get it out of those, and we should be able to slide it out the side. Next, we got to take the band clamp off the exhaust here. That's where it'll separate for the new one to go on. So we got that clamp unbolted there. You just move it off to the side because that pipe is staying there. So now we'll get working on removing some of these springs. There's a spring on this side over here. I think there's the same on the other. And we got it. Now another one on the other side. same thing. So like I said, these pins go all the way through here, through the rubber. So Tom is going to give her a pull and hopefully get this side broke free. We'll see how he makes out. You got the other side out. Oh, there he goes. Now I'm hoping that he can just slide that right out the driver's side. I'd give him a hand, but somebody's got to record this. And there's the nice trophy he has now to hang on the wall. So that's the big heavy stock exhaust. And we're going to put this nice small stainless steel one on and probably save 10 pounds. And Thomas is making fun of my nut and bolt tray there. He thought it was pretty cute.
This has to go on here. We have to cut out this hole. So this goes on here and we'll just trace around here with a marker.
Precision.
And this gets cut out.
Okay. Well then what's this piece for here?
I have no idea.
Hold it up there. We'll get it turned around the right way here and we'll get her sorted out. So we wonder if this is the actual template, and it's like, I don't know, I'd say it's probably a 1/4 inch oversized. So we're wondering if that's what you actually cut out, and then your black trim piece will go on there and cover up if you have some bad cuts, because the black piece will go back on and cover it all up and give you a nice nice finish around the exhaust where it comes out there. So we're gonna cut what we got there and see how it looks, and then we worst case scenario we'll cut it out bigger with that template. We just got to figure out what we're going to use to cut this. We're going to have some ideas and we'll come up with a solution here. So Tom is like a surgeon here with a knife. So we're just, we cut it slowly with a knife. You can see the black lines we marked it with there. So we just work away at it slowly. We should be good here. So we'll try and get that piece knocked out. You should be able to pop the piece out like that. It's got the heat stuff on the back of it. So we may have to trim that stuff up, neaten it up a bit, but we're gonna see how our black trim piece looks on there. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, that's probably why they make you cut it bigger. So we're gonna do a little more work on this yet, clean that up, and then it'll probably look much better. So resorted back to the stainless template here. I think this gives you a little wider space. So when you put your black trim piece on, you don't see any of your cuts. They're in behind the black piece, the trim piece. So we'll do a little more trimming on this with the knife, and then we'll get ready to install the black piece. But I guess we gotta put the exhaust tips on as well first. So we got that all trimmed up, and the bracket goes on there, or I guess the trim piece. So you got 4 holes to drill here. You use the plate as your guide. This gets pop riveted on. You got 2 more down the bottom here. Guess they go up through on an angle. 1 more over this side. And then Thomas says he needs a rivet gun. I'll have to try and find that now. So with the big hole in the plastic, I don't know if there's any turning back now. Thomas is digging out the rivets here. We'll see if he can do this with 2 hands. He might need me to give him a hand. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this goes. They do give you washers that go on the back to help hold it, because it's just going into the plastic. And there's a small little washer you put on the back. Let's see if Thomas can get that on there and hold it all and get his rivet gun. Be a little easier with 4 hands, but somebody's got to hold the camera. There's 1 on. We got 3 more to go. So now we got a trim piece on. You can see a rivet here. You see the back side of the rivets here. 1 there, 1 there, with the washers on them. Now it's time to replace that with this. So Thomas got the exhaust here. We're going to try and slide it in from the driver's side. We're just doing a test fit here to see how this goes. Pull the plastic out of his way for him there. Kind of need like 3 hands to do this. Over a little more, yeah, right there. All right, hold on. Grab this side here now. Now he's got to try and get it to go in all the 4 of those rubber holes things. Rubber bunions there, and get this pipe to go in. I'll hold this pipe out of your way. Get it started in there. That side lining up. Takes a little bit of work to get it slide back in those rubbers there. It'd probably be better if I was giving him an extra set of hands, but I think he's got her. You got her right there, yeah. There he goes. So we got these springs here to hook back up, one on each side. And I think we can go in through here and get the tip on through there, put our band clamp on, our spark arrestor in there. You can do it all through this window now. So we'll put our clamp on here, we'll hook our 2 springs up on each, 1 spring on each side up, and then we'll start working on the tip. These springs here are pretty hard to get on, but once you get them on, nice and secure. So now we'll work on putting this clamp back on, tighten it up next. Now we got that hooked in, we just got to tighten it out, make sure it's nice and secure. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Well, I got a clamp in my hand, which we need to put in here.
It has to go in behind here. We're going to set it hopefully like that there. You should be able to get a wrench or a socket on it from this side here. And then he's got his spark arrestor here that goes in this pipe as well. This is where it goes. It goes in there as well. And then we got our tip to put on. I think you go right in the other side here. I'll hold that out and slide it all the way in. This is the way we did it. Slid it right in this side there. Get it started on the pipe in here. Once he gets it on there, tip that up and the tips come through. And then hopefully I'll hold the tips here, because these here you can like adjust them up and down. Well, I'll hold the tips while he starts to tighten it all up here. So we'll show you the finished product after we get done. I'm gonna have to give him a hand here. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves there. We're gonna put these bolts back in and the 2 down here to make sure the plastic's all secure and where we want it before we line our tips up. So Thomas will do that now. We don't need to record that. You guys seen where the bolts are. There's just 4 of them. And then we'll get to tighten the tips up. So this here is the finished product. I think we got it lined up pretty good. Thomas is happy with it. I do like the tips on it. The nice chrome tips look really good. Very nice welds on it. Very well built. Got it all polished up, cleaned up. They did a nice job on it. You happy with the install?
Very happy.
All right, let's fire it up and hear this. Tom's getting in it. We're going to fire it up. Rev her up a little bit. Oh, great. Give her another rev. Definitely louder. Sounds good though. Thomas is smiling, so he must be happy with it as well.
Yep.
Another good install, Thomas. So this was Polaris 2024 Polaris XP 1000 non-turbo, and this is the GGB center exit exhaust. We got it all installed here. Looks really good. Like I said, nice welds on it, nice finish on it, very clean. So that completes this video. We may get a little clip of Thomas taking out, loading it on the trailer. We didn't get a sound clip before with the stock exhaust. We forgot to do that. So we'll see how this sounds when Thomas pulls it out of the garage. Not sure how good the video is going to be. It's a little dark out, but it does sound good.